Seventh graders from Alachua County are beating the clock to showcase their knowledge on civics. TV 20's Alexis Going shows us how these kids are turning their favorite class into a competition.
The League of Women Voters are hosting their 6th annual Civics Challenge, and these 7th graders can't hold their excitement.
Go Lincoln Middle School!
Go Kanaka!
50 students from 5 schools in Alachua County are competing face-to-face to determine who knows their government the best. Despite the competition being virtual for the past 2 years, students didn't hesitate to jump at the chance to compete.
Our teacher asked us to participate because we, all share a passion for civics and are quite skilled in the subject. I am very nervous, but I also love the adrenaline rush and just, competing.
Students gathered in teams of 5. Each team got 1 minute to answer questions from topics including the branches of government and articles of the Constitution. While students raced against the clock, parents sat on the sidelines showing their support.
I'm really filled with pride today. My daughter is doing very well. She's answering all the questions, and I would say at this point, because of the dedication of their civic sponsor, she probably knows more about our government than I do.
Although the subject is about civics, organizers want students to learn the importance of good sportsmanship.
I want them to learn to be good sports, to have fun while they're competing with each other. And so I'm hoping that these kids that we have, they're going to be the future mayors and city managers and tax collectors and all kinds of other things that help our cities and our governments run.
After all 10 rounds are completed, the winning team will take home an engraved trophy. More than 2,000 Alachua County 7th graders will get a chance to show who knows their government best during a virtual civics challenge on April 25th. In Gainesville, Alexis Goings, TV 20.